Good morning. Good morning. Well, today I decided to go live instead of just hanging around talking to whoever came up. Okay, sorry. Whew. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can get this chat out of here real quick. Okay, got it. All right. Let's see who is here. Hang on. All right. We have Kings, good morning. DTS, the Bad Idea Lab. Chew, good morning. Sterling, good morning. Joe McBride, Jeff Ribbon, Siren, the Bad Idea Lab, Siren, Jeff, Joe McBee, Sterling, JT. Guess that's everybody this morning. Well, good morning, everybody. And you're welcome to come up. Anybody that wants to, I'll put the invite up right this second. As soon as I can find the thing to put it in, get out of that. Go here and go here, go here, and paste it there. There you go. All righty. Okay. Okie doke, Angel. Well, looky here. Good morning, Sterling and Victoria. Good morning.
Good morning, Ida. Good morning, Sterling.
Good morning, Victoria. Good morning, Ida.
Morning.
So, I got a fun little exercise that anybody that's on a laptop can do this morning.
Oh.
In your browser, type in Ripley, Ohio. Ripley. And it's round on both ends and high in the middle. The first link that will come up there is the Queen of Hearts, which is a gambling game that is happening at a bar that is 2 blocks away from my son's house. This thing started a month and a half ago, and it's built and it's built and it's built. It's now over $1 million, and it's going to go to one winner.
Well, I have to tell you, when I typed that in, I did not get that.
You didn't. It's got to be real close to the top if it's not on the top. I mean, I checked it earlier, and that was the first 3 things that came up were the Queen of Hearts.
And what am I looking for?
Just click on the Queen of Hearts.
Well, you gotta find it first, right?
Yeah, it should be right at the top of your list when you type in Ripley, Ohio in your browser.
Well, it's not, but I found it.
Okay. But this game, it's now, the jackpot is over $1 million. It's 2 blocks away from my son's house.
So is he in?
He's got tickets, and I'm pretty sure he bought tickets for me and my daughter as well.
All
right. But the really interesting part of it is Ripley, Ohio. It's a tiny little town. I mean, the downtown area goes 1 block in each of 4 directions, okay? It's not much of a town. It's about an hour east of Cincinnati, right on the Ohio River. Yesterday at 6 o'clock in the morning, there were 500 people lined up to buy tickets for this game.
Wow.
My son got in line at 10 o'clock in the morning and had to wait until in the evening before he could buy tickets.
Oh my.
But the best part of the whole thing is my son's food truck is sitting out in front of the place for the drawing tonight. And they're expected to do close to $10,000 worth of business today.
That's great.
Even if we don't win the game,
He still
it
won.
could still win.
Yep.
Morning, Joe.
Good morning, Otis, Sterling, Victoria.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Joe.
Joe.
Morning, yes.
Everything's different on my phone to get in here now. It's weird.
What'd you get a new phone again?
Yeah, I got a new phone, but today's the first day. It took me to StreamYards, and now I can't chat. I don't know. This stuff, when they change it, I can't stand it.
God
You
is
don't
great.
do well
Good
with
morning.
change. Is that what you're trying to say?
What's that?
You don't do well with change?
No, not at all.
I'm
I
sorry.
usually turn my change into dollars and spend it.
Everybody's name's not coming up. I'm getting just letters.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I got G. G, is that God is great?
That would be God is great because he is here.
And I got a
And he
J.
said hello to you.
I got a J. I got an M.
Well, Jay could either be Jeff Rubin or it could be
Yeah,
JT.
that's what I mean. Victoria comes in as V.
The M would probably be Angel.
Yeah, Mr. Clanker, you're right. Oh, that's so weird.
So weird, huh?
I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
And the E is going to be everyday opportunity.
But then it won't let me connect the chat. Join chat. It says connect to your YouTube account to comment. What the hell does that mean?
Well, obviously, it means connect to your YouTube account. No.
Okay, I connect to it. I hit connect. Then it says
Yeah.
continue.
Are
Then it
you
says
signed in?
continue. And it says continue. I hit my password and nothing happens. Oh well, I can't chat. Sorry guys.
Are you signed in to YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was in YouTube before he ever got the link to go over to, right?
Yeah, but it never switched me to StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Oh, it didn't switch you over.
I'm
It,
over on StreamYards now, I think.
oh, okay.
I think you need to. Um,
I think you need to buy a ticket for the Queen of Hearts
I have
and
no
go to
idea.
the dispensary.
You know what? Sterling, a friend of mine's making it for me now.
Oh, good.
What I was buying.
That is so much better, Joe. I'm glad for you.
Oh my God, it's saving me a ton of money.
And the product is probably better.
Yep, because I keep telling him to make it stronger, stronger, stronger until he gets it right.
I'm getting the suitcases
Well,
ready.
I'm real glad for you, Joe, on that.
Thanks.
I
I'll
don't really,
send you some.
I
I'll
don't
send.
really like seeing the money go to the corporate entities.
Oh yeah, they were getting expensive. I bought some gummies there the other day. It's only 20 of them, and it was $30. But it was for bedtime, and they did work. It was CBD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it worked really well. Got a good night's sleep with them. I don't know.
Let's see.
This
Anybody else?
logic. Good morning.
Oh, good. I don't like the comment.
So yesterday I had like basically nothing on my schedule. and I was going to do yard work all day. Got the lawn cut, got the weed whip out, got about a third of the way through my weed whip, and the dang head on it screwed up. I spent 2 hours taking it apart and trying to put it back together, and I didn't do it right.
Uh-oh.
I am so frustrated with that. But that's what I get for taking something apart that I've never dealt with before and then trying to fix it.
Yes.
It usually takes a few tries. I know, Jeff. If it was anybody else, it would have been funny. Me, it just frustrated me. Charles, that's the only way I learn.
I don't know who's saying what.
Well, if it's anything important, we'll tell you, okay?
Well, I mean, I can read their comment, but I don't know who it is. It's funny.
You can read the comment, but you don't know who's saying it.
It's just I just get their first letter.
But like, if it's Siren, you know because of all of her coloration.
Right. Certain people I know who it is, but some of them I don't know who it is. I don't like this.
Good morning, Great Scott. What are you doing down there? Get up here.
Hey, Scott, good morning.
All right. All right. Suitcases are done.
Woohoo! I'm ready for a whammy.
You're ready for a rainbow whammy. Oh my goodness, guys.
So if you pull my name and I get a if you pull my
Morning.
name and I get a whammy, I've already made this commitment to myself. But if
You
I
see,
pull a whammy, you get something for St. Jude's, poured
oh,
by me.
Jeff, good morning. You
So
see?
everybody's going to pull for me to pull a whammy.
Well, what makes you think there's the whammies in there?
I know you, darling.
Well, you know what? You don't know. You never know what's going to be in those suitcases. Right?
CBD gummies?
That's right, Ida.
You never know.
But you got to get your name in the box, and I have a problem with that.
I got my name in the box yesterday, Victoria. I'm
Did you? Well,
absolutely. Well,
great.
I had to promote
Congratulations.
about it, but I got my name in there.
Victoria, they pulled your name one Friday when you weren't here.
I think I saw that.
They did.
You had a chance to get a whammy and you weren't here.
I don't know if it was a Friday or a Wednesday, but I know if she picked your name and you weren't there, and everybody was going, "Where is she?"
How
I
long
know.
ago was this?
Everybody tried.
last last week or the week before.
Like last week, I think.
Yeah,
I didn't even know my name was in the box.
yeah, it was there.
Well, you probably weren't here when we drew your name or something. Who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or got in off of the wheel.
Yeah.
that's all right.
All right, I'm going to jump down and see if I can fix this. This drives me crazy.
All right. Hello,
All right.
Great Scott.
Come back in a
Good
flash.
morning.
Okay.
Bye, Jim. Hope you come
Good
back.
morning, Great Scott.
Great
Good
Scott.
morning,
Good morning.
Victoria. Hey, Sterling.
So
How are you doing,
yesterday, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yesterday, I went out to the garden and picked 10 gallons, two 5-gallon buckets full of huge tomatoes.
Ooh-wee.
Are you making salsa today?
I don't know what I'm going to make yet. But holy cow, there was a lot. And there's going to be that many more today, probably.
Sounds like you're preparing for a rotten tomato fight.
Do you have a food bank or anything like that in your town?
Yes, but I'm going to keep them. I'm going to freeze them or make something out of them.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I would not let them go to waste. Morning, Big Flip.
Good morning, Big Flip.
Big Flip,
Kane.
good morning.
Good morning, Kane. Dislogic, Jeff Ribbon. Charles, good morning.
Charles in charge. Oh, y'all aren't going to believe this. Let me see what today brings. Today is the what? Who's today? The 9th.
The 9th.
It's Dimples Day and Sugar Cookie Day.
Hmm.
What the heck is that?
Well, I got dimples on my butt cheeks.
Have a lot of dimples.
Kane, enjoy dinner. What you having?
Give mom kisses.
I got bit in the garden by some kind of critter.
I hope it wasn't a recluse spider.
Well, thank you for bringing that up.
Hey, I had a friend of mine was bitten by a recluse spider in their garden a number of years ago.
Oh,
I think this is a mosquito bite. I'm allergic to mosquitoes, and they make huge webs on me.
wow.
Jappy's in Australia.
Do they itch?
Yes.
I would think that maybe a CBD infused lotion would help to numb it.
It
That's
would.
one of the qualities of CBD is it's almost like an anesthetic or a
Ida, if you still have any of that topical that I sent you, that's what he's talking about.
No, I do. I will try that. That's interesting, Jeff.
Yes, it does. Except for a lot of people over in Australia have those power flush toilets, so it doesn't swirl. It just goes down. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Ringmaster Ray.
Mr. Ray, good morning.
master of the ring. What's up,
Perplexed
Ray?
Mind, good morning.
Absolutely. Stay positive, perplexed.
At work, I need to.
Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now.
Oh, perplex mind. You are so sweet. Thank you.
Lady Bluegrass, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
LB.
morning, Lady Bluegrass, my neighbor.
Lady Bluegrass actually may live close enough to Ripley to take a run up there.
Top of the morning to you.
Hey, Lady Bluegrass, how close are you to Ripley, Ohio, in the Ohio River?
Squirrel.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, squirrel.
Good morning, Angel.
Morning, Sterling. my sweetest friend Victoria, Great Scott, my lovely lady Ida.
D-
Good morning, Angel, my sweetest
Morning,
friend.
John. Does
John
anybody know what
Peters.
the Ranger game ended up with last night? I fell asleep and it was 10-1.
I don't watch sports.
Good morning, John Pierce.
I forgot to
Good
look.
morning, John Pierce.
Good morning, John.
Morning, Just Logic.
Yeah, I have no idea, Ida.
Yeah, I'll look later.
Thank you,
Where were
Perplexed.
you at?
Oh, that's a little bit far, but they're having a big game up in Ripley, Ohio today called the Queen of Hearts at a bar that's two blocks away from my son's house.
Morning, Jeff Rubin.
It's over $1 million today.
Lady Bluegrass.
Peace to you, Perplexed.
Yeah. Yeah, Perplexed probably saw some crazy person. Oh my goodness.
You know what? I just chose to totally ignore him. He's just such an idiot.
Yeah, I'm done too.
And the more that I hear about it, the less sense it makes. It's like I'm not even gonna say that and get Joe upset,
We're
but
fat
it's
mouth players.
but it's
Lady
like,
Bluegrass, which county do you live in?
well, okay,
I'm sorry.
for what?
I wanted to see how far away from me she lived.
Oh no, I mean, why are you sorry? What'd you do?
Oh, because I interrupted you.
Oh, that's okay. You didn't even pay attention.
You
Morning,
didn't get
Joe.
it figured out, did you, Joe?
Joe kicked himself.
No, when he came up, he could not read chat. Well, all he was getting was a letter for their names,
It's them dang iPhones, man.
and he couldn't respond to it.
I didn't think Joe had an iPhone. I thought he had a
Yeah,
Samsung.
he has a 16, I believe.
Yeah.
Remember when he bought it?
I can't figure out iPhones. They're too smart for me.
Yeah.
I have
No,
an iPhone. I don't think it's smart, but it because all
My
it
my,
does is
my
irritate
smart
me.
my smartness level is Android level.
yeah, that's me.
It's way easier.
My smartphone still doesn't scan out all the scam calls.
Yep, see, it says iPhone. Yeah, they give you all kinds of troubles with their little updates and shit.
I think iPhones are made for people that are are tech, really,
Yeah,
really.
tech savvy.
Yeah,
Actually, I think that the Androids are more complex.
Well,
why?
Pete
That,
Why
had an
would you?
iPhone, and he decided to throw it and go back to Android.
actually, I'd rather go back to landlines with rotary dials.
Oh no! And the dial-up internet.
No internet. No internet.
Well, then you
You just
can't
have to
talk to
call people
us.
on the phone.
Yeah.
Life was a lot simpler back in the 70s.
Yeah, it was easier to be oblivious to things, so life is more peaceful.
Exactly. You know, I can live in my cloud.
That's like when they went digital for all this medical stuff to make things easier for the doctors. All it's done is make it twice as much paperwork. Putting Bactine on my hurt, on my itch. Hey guys, if you guys don't start sending something in for this game, we're gonna go down to 1 day a week playing it.
And 6 whammies.
Yes, and 6 whammies.
Well,
I need to get my butt in gear.
that's what I was gonna say. I started going through stuff, and then I had company show up, and
Victoria, how close are you to Louisville?
Big flip. Good for
um,
you.
I think it's about 200 miles.
Hello,
You're that far north?
Hi Lyle. Welcome to the She Shop.
West Coaster Lyle.
Yep.
He says it's
Lyle.
4:44.
Thank you for coming in. Good to have you here.
West Coaster.
I'm expecting Lyle's an old man that had to wake up for the 440p.
Is that your expectation?
Well,
I mean, why else would you get on the computer at 4:40 in the morning?
all the West Coast people, it is 4:40.
I know.
I get up at 4 o'clock every morning.
Yeah,
I get up around 5,
Ida wakes
but
up at
it
4.
takes me an hour to actually do anything.
Well, you're waking up at 4 o'clock Ida time then, Sterling. So
Pretty much, yeah.
And Sterling, I'm
But I
115 miles.
115 miles.
7 stacks. Good morning.
Morning,
7.
7.
Yep.
Oh, Lyle's in Canada.
So that's
Well,
closer than I
welcome.
thought.
Oh, Canada. Canada. Well, he's on
Canada.
the west side of Canada.
Canada.
Canada. If the people are
Canada.
Canadians, the country has got to be Canada.
Oh, I call it Canada.
There you
But he's
go.
on the west side of Canada, so he's on the west coaster time zone.
I call it a long way off.
Neverland, huh?
I'm still stuck on Ida time. Dang, Ida. I can't sleep in for the world.
You know you love Ida time. Now, come on. Y'all want to see something pretty?
Is it a
You gonna
sparkly
show us your
pen?
pen?
Is it what?
A
Is it
sparkle
what?
pen?
No, it's not sparkle.
Oh, okay.
I can show you some, though. Would you like to see them? I can show you sparkles. Okay. I have to use this pen as long as my nails are that color. Look at that.
It's a gram.
How pretty is that?
It looks like a credit card.
It does, but it's not.
It's a grammar gold.
It's a FFBR gram of gold.
Nice.
Just showing y'all. Y'all will probably eventually get it. Not today, though. Not getting it today.
Not today, not today.
Lady Bluegrass, you're down in the southeast part of the state, right? Down in the vertical part of the state.
Where are you? What city are you in?
She's in Floyd County. I'm not sure what cities are in Floyd County, but I think it's not far from Paintsville. I've got people in Paintsville.
Morning, DTS. There's my coffee. My coffee drunk. I get drunk.
Enjoyed that coffee this morning, huh?
I get drunk off of coffee every morning.
It's not the coffee, honey. It's the other stuff you put in it.
I mean, it's sugar and French vanilla creamer, so
That's it.
there must be some booze in that vanilla bean.
Well, they do ferment it.
Yeah, I get the drunkard vanilla beans.
So yesterday, working in that garden, I think it killed me.
Prestonsburg. Okay, yeah, I know exactly where you are. And I lived in Moorhead for 6 years, and then I lived in Paris for another couple of years after that.
You need to get a little stool so you can sit on the ground, but then the stool has to have a spring action to like f- throw
Do
your
you
butt up.
know some of those tomato vines are over 6 feet tall? I cannot reach them. I have to pull the vine down to get to the tomato.
Oh,
And
you need
you got all large tomatoes, yes?
Well, it does have one little thing that's the smaller ones, but I don't.
cherry ones.
They don't. I don't like to
That's
pick
what I
them.
always grow is the small ones.
Cherry
What I
tomatoes.
really like are the small black tomatoes. Those
Oh,
things are so sweet.
Black tomatoes.
Never heard
Black
of them.
tomatoes.
Those are rotten.
No, they're not.
That's what I'm thinking.
They're kind of more of a purple color, but they call them black tomatoes.
I never heard of them.
But it's like putting a sugar cube in your mouth. They are so sweet.
oh.
I think you literally could extract the sugar from them.
Well, I'm telling you, my tomatoes are so big. Well, they're bigger than a. They're about the size of a saucer, a coffee cup saucer. And so one makes more than a meal for you.
There you go, Kane.
So they came from Russia.
They came from Russia.
Make sure there's no like devices in them.
Yeah, make sure they're not communist.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure that there isn't no spy cam in it when you eat it.
You know what? The Russians can watch the digestion happen in my small intestine if they really want to.
You don't care, huh?
It's like that movie where those people shrunk themselves was like inner space or something.
Um, the one from the 60s or the one from the 90s?
Probably the 90s.
Dennis Quaid,
Yeah, wasn't it like
Martin
inner
Short,
space where they
Martin Short.
got swallowed?
Yeah.
The one from the 60s is a better movie. I kind of forget the name of that one. But they shrunk them down and actually injected them into somebody so that they could go and do brain surgery on them. That was a weird one, too.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to make. If I'm going to freeze the tomatoes, if I'm going to can them, or if I'm going to make salsa, or what.
Do all of the above.
I could do that.
They do that, Lady Bluegrass. They do that.
Oh
Because
yeah.
of all of the seeds in them.
My sister-in-law, when she would eat tomatoes, she would like break out in a rash all on her like around her mouth area from the acidity.
Mhm.
She still ate them though, but she was paying for it later.
Yeah, that's how I am with. If I eat a lot of strawberries, I start breaking out. I sure like them though, so I eat them. Especially chocolate covered ones. Oh yeah,
Yummy.
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm the
There you
same way.
go. Yellow tomatoes if you have problems with the acid.
Oh yeah. I can't stop with the grapes. They're like Lay's potato chips. You can eat just one vine full.
Yeah, I like the green grapes.
I like
I
any
love
kind of
them
grapes.
all. Yeah.
I got a whole bag of cherries with the pits and everything. I just have to like be careful chewing it because I don't want to like stuck a pit down.
Then you might get a cherry tree growing in your belly.
Yeah, I don't want that. He is a tomato connoisseur.
You know, I might try fried green tomatoes, but instead of using that cornmeal, I might try using flour because I just don't care much for that.
Well,
Yummy.
neither cornmeal or flour are particularly good for you, but
Ooh, wow, that's
The flour is probably less bad.
Unless you're allergic to gluten.
Yes, and then you'll just be pooping all day.
Poop, scoop, and boogie.
wow, that sounds absolutely awesome.
Yeah, apricots are less furry than peaches, right?
They are,
So I like
That's
but,
furry.
but you're not thinking of apricots there. You are thinking of um,
Nectarines.
nectarines. Yes,
Yeah, peaches are furry. I can't eat peaches unless
peaches
they're already
and nectarines
deferred.
taste almost the same, but
They
nectarines are furry.
have the pelt. They
They
have the
have to be
pelt taken off
deferred.
of.
Yeah, before I can eat them, they have to be deferred.
I don't need pelt.
I can't have fur on my tongue. Ugh. Ugh.
That's hysterical.
Kane, did you know that from the pits of avocados is where they originally collected? Oh, now I'm having a brain fart. This stuff for killing cancer. Um,
Chemo?
no, chemo doesn't kill cancer. Chemo kills everything.
Arsenic's in
Right.
apple seeds.
Yes, arsenic is in apple seeds. Um,
And
Laetrile, Laetrile is what you get from apricot pits.
Huh.
I
Good
used to
morning, Wendy.
avocado. Did you say avocado first?
Apricots.
Morning, Wendy.
Ooh, I don't like that either.
Avocado pits will grow you new avocado trees.
Good
Good morning,
morning,
Mama
Wendy.
T.
Good morning, y'all.
Good
good
morning, Mama
morning.
T.
Mama T, good morning.
Good
It's
to
my
see you
pretty
guys.
lady.
Muscle show, muscle show, muscle show.
Jeff's trying.
You know he's going to appear after doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And he might even be dressed up in a black and white striped outfit.
Morning, Nana.
But I'm not.
Me too, lady. Bluegrass, me too.
Nana, good morning.
Good
Hi,
morning,
Nana.
Charles. Good morning, Wendy.
Morning, Wendy.
Good morning, Nana.
Good morning, Lady Bluegrass.
Every time I see Nana, I have to sing that song in my head.
Nana, Nana, Bobana.
Yep. I was trying to keep it to myself, man, but it was like do 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 do.
It just comes out sometimes, huh?
Are you the
I
only
wish she doesn't
Canadian
have
here?
a
I
filter.
don't
You
know.
don't know that. Come on.
Lyle, there are other
You may
Canadians
not
that
be
come
up
in
here.
here.
Yeah, Big Red. The newest maniac. I
Joe,
mean,
I hate you not being up here. I want you to know that.
Kane's from the other
So
side
go
of the
get rid
world.
of that phone or do
Good
something.
morning, Lyle.
I guess.
Isn't it nighttime for you, Kane?
It's dinner time. He just
It's
had dinner.
dinner time for Kane.
Oh,
I
because
have to
we
go.
love you, Joe.
She likes the ruckus you cause.
Yeah, we missed. We didn't get to play. We didn't
Yeah, we
get
need some ruckus.
we didn't get to play pick on Joe Tuesday yesterday because you wouldn't up here. So I mean,
Hello, Jeff. Good morning.
Kane
you're
is exactly 12 hours away from you, Miss Quincy.
12 hours from me.
Yeah.
So
He's
it's
on the
7,
other
yeah,
side of the world.
7:54 p.m. Yep, 12
If,
hours.
if you started digging straight down, you'd wind up in Kane's living room.
Woo! Come on, Kane. Let's dig to each other. We can dig it. I thought if I dug too far, I'd go to China.
Yeah.
Actually, if you went straight through the earth, you'd wind up in the Indian Ocean. But
you took a week off. I know.
My parents always told me, you dig too deep, you're digging to China.
I know. I always heard that growing up. You're
That he'll
trying to
dig
get
to
all the way
China.
to China.
There you go, Kane. That 12-hour warning before the world ends will be very important.
I have news for you. You're not gonna get a warning.
Kane's going to give us a warning
Oh no,
because
he's
it'll
not.
happen there first.
Oh no, he's not.
What if it happens here first? Then we're screwed.
Well, then it'll never happen there because it'll already be in the past.
That's true.
You know what? You guys are so silly.
I am.
Y'all all are.
Ewans are.
I'm Nook and Foots.
Ewans. Ewans.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now you got to explain why
why what?
we're all silly.
Why you're all silly? Because of the ideas that y'all have sometimes.
Because we make
And
her
besides
laugh.
that, I got to do something. I got to pick on somebody because Joe wasn't up here Tuesday to have Tuesday Joe. You know.
Get up here, Joe, man. I just trying to pick on us now.
Yeah.
Save us, Joe. Come up
All
there.
Joe's fault.
Hashtag blame Joe.
Good morning, Jeff.
Yeah, we had lots of thunderstorms last night here too.
Oh, we had them all day yesterday. It was bad.
Yeah, we
I
had
I
rain.
took a nap after the show yesterday, and when I woke up, I was like, "Is it morning?" Everything just went away.
Well, it's morning now.
Because it was so dark out from raining and stuff yesterday. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought it was nighttime. I didn't know what was going on.
We got a lot of lightning.
Why does it give me that? That's not where I live.
Your town doesn't exist.
Well, it really doesn't. But I've got it to come up before. But sometimes it gives me like places over near Traverse City and
Do
Nice.
weather and then type in your city instead of zip
yeah,
code.
I'm going to do that right now.
Okay.
Yes, I did this logic. I entered the correct. See there,
There you
when I
go.
put in Higgins Lake, it gave it to me.
It's like they had to give Sterling a zip code, but the zip code is not his actual.
Well, for my physical address, my zip code is different. But I have a P.O. box, same location, but the P.O. box zip code is only for that building of the post office.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
So it's that zip code sits on 100 by 100 piece of land. And that's it. It goes no further than that.
If I put my zip code in, it brings up some weird name that I've never heard of, but it definitely is not the town I live in.
That's logic.
We have a Hell, Michigan, so
Yes, we do have a Hell, Michigan. Doesn't your son live in Hell?
sometimes I think I live there.
I thought you had told me that before. And I used to run a fishing tournament out of Hell, Michigan every year when I was working at Park Davis and Pfizer.
Did I know you worked for them?
I'm sure we've had the conversation before. You told me that you worked for a pharmaceutical.
Yeah, literally.
Manhattan is hell.
Well, yeah, it says Manhattan when he did the Hell.
Oh,
Oh,
good morning, Don.
Yeah,
Don J. Trumpy.
Hell, Michigan is one of those real tiny little places. The biggest thing that they've got there is they've got a post office so that you can get your stuff postmarked as sent from Hell. And they got a bar there called the Damn Site Inn.
Charles, what
That's
are you
logic.
talking?
Autocorrect to HE''LL.
You got a gray, Miss Ida.
Don J. Trumpy.
Oh, nice.
Are
He's
you being stalked, Mama T?
yes, I think he is stalking me.
Uh,
All right,
Don
well,
J.
let's check
Trumpy. I think
Don
that's
J.
just a moniker for Joe, isn't it?
No, Joe's in the basement.
Oh,
No,
Joe's in
he's
the
not.
basement.
No,
I
he's
mean,
not.
not literally here, but somewhere.
Oh,
He's
Somewhere.
hiding out.
He's in the attic. He's got one of them highfalutin iPhones that can't work.
They sent Joe to the cloud.
Yeah. Oh, Joe, you know we love you.
Come on, baby. Give me
Putnam Township.
You know
That
what
is where
time
hell is.
Putnam.
Da, 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 da. Let me see if I can get. No, wrong one. There we go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Y'all know what time it is?
Hump day.
It's trivial time.
It is. It
Trivia.
is. It is. It
Mike Slice.
is.
Well, he
morning,
makes
Mike.
an entrance every day, doesn't he? Just as you're putting the wheel up.
He lurks until
Yeah,
trivia time.
well. All right, guys and gals. Let me get the trivia here. Which one do we want to do now?
You're not getting any more.
Darn it.
Kane, I'll carry that banner for you today.
All hail King, King of the Rammies.
You won't eat your breakfast, you're not getting any. Mm-mm.
Holy cow. We had a trivia accident, y'all.
Daryl, good morning.
52 card pickup
Good morning, Daryl.
or 100 card pickup.
Were you lurking
Yeah.
too, Daryl?
More like it. All right, here we go. What is that?
I was going to say that's so nice of you,
Oh, I
DTS.
know.
Give us your spot to ETS.
I don't feel so bad now. Now I know Ida just throws stuff on the floor. I thought she threw stuff on the floor because I was there, but
Ha, ha, ha.
Good morning,
Lady
Diana.
Diana, good morning.
Yeah, but
morning, Diana.
you're not here. I have to pick it up myself. See? All right, we've done those. Let me take this and put it away. Maybe I won't spill it this time.
What?
Okay.
I'm on Kitco, and it just said,
Okay, hold on. I have to
not
get these
coming
cards
in.
all in order.
There we go.
How much is silver?
I went down a penny yesterday.
It doesn't look like it's moved a whole lot. 36.59. Staying steady.
All right.
Oh, Don J.
Thingy, got my little thing. Yeah, we waited just for you, Diana.
Exactly, Kane. I hope the price of silver goes down in the next couple of days.
Hush your mouth.
Not at all. I'll shout it from the rooftops.
That's how high I want it to go and beyond.
Not until after I'm done buying.
Too late.
Okay, what game console am I describing? Gray body and monotone gray screen.
Oh yeah, I had one of those.
You got all kinds of answers in there, so I didn't know who to copy.
Right. I'm thinking Charles is right, but I could be wrong.
Why did my answer go gray? That's weird.
I know there's a lot of them in there.
No,
Was
but my
correct.
answer went gray.
It didn't go through. I don't see it. Let's see.
You did.
It went gray because it didn't go through.
Okay, I'll put it back in.
Oh man. Yep, I totally screwed up. You're right, Angel. And Charles is right.
Oh, and I got past the
A
beyond the
total of
stop.
4 people were right. Once I realized, the monotone screen, that is totally Nintendo or Game Boy.
Maybe. What's the
Oh,
answer?
well, I copied the wrong person
It
anyways.
is Game Boy. That is correct.
Game Boy.
Yeah, I remember that fat gray brick and the screen was
So we got 4, I do believe.
1, 2,
One.
3.
Of course.
4.
And so the wheel gives you 6.
Yep, we only got 4.
All right. Let's get 4.
Yeah, when I seen Charles's, I was like, oh, that was it.
Game Boy, I always thought of as
Number
those
one.
little handheld things.
It is.
It's Charles.
Charles, yay.
Number 1.
Yeah, Game Boy is a
Mr.
little
Beal.
the fat. Well, it's kind of like a rectangle as a handheld.
All right.
Nice, Charles. Zero, please, and thank you.
What 1981 film starring Bill Murray and John Candy? Well, y'all are already doing the answers, aren't you? They popularized the Sergeant hookah line. Lighten up, Francis. Come on. That's your hint.
Nobody calls me Francis.
That's a good one.
Nobody. And I mean
Nobody.
nobody.
What'd you say, Francis?
Nobody. Lighten up, Francis.
That was my grandpa and my uncle's middle name, John Francis.
John Francis.
And then I had an uncle on the other side that was a Francis also. And an aunt named Franny.
All right. Stripes.
Pick your number.
Number 10.
EMR.
13?
EMR.
Yep. EMR. 10.
EMR. Good morning,
10
Eric.
EMR.
EMR's been MIA the past 2 days.
I know. EMR, give me a number. Where are we
You
at?
took my number. I hope it wins for you, EMR.
What did you take? 7?
Yeah.
Number 7. Okay, guys, you all know my pet rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never met it.
I did.
Okay. What's on the other side?
What's on the
What
other
is
side?
written on the other side, I should have said. What is
Well,
written
what
on
is
the other side?
I don't think you've ever shown what's on the other side.
Yes, she
Oh,
has.
yes.
Oh,
I have.
I don't think I'd ever seen the pet rock before.
I don't remember though.
I don't either. I have no
Angel,
clue.
I'm copying you.
I don't remember. I didn't know
Copy
it said something. I thought it was
EMR.
just glittery.
It says just a rock, according to Charles.
It says, I've been glitterified.
And doesn't say anything. Nope, not glittery. Like nobody's got it so far.
Don't you have a glittery rock?
Yeah.
I
I
must
have
have
no
only
idea.
meant the glitter rock.
Number one for St. Jude's.
I'm not even gonna guess.
I think
Morning,
that's what we're
Robert.
gonna get. St. Jude's, number 1. It
Why, nobody guessed
says,
it?
that's
What
right.
does it say?
It says choose happiness.
Oh,
Yes.
You see? Oh, where'd I go here? Where's my little thingy? Here we go. All right. That was fun.
it's the St. Jude's won that one.
They
St.
did.
Jude. Okay. What album released by The Clash in England, 1979, did Rolling Stone magazine rank first overall in its list of the top 100 albums of the 1980s?
Oh boy.
I mean, the 80s was kind of a music void decade. But,
Hello, Robert.
Robert, good morning.
Where's Tizzo so I can copy? Tizzo.
Yeah, this vaccine actually stops this from itching for a few minutes.
Well, Victoria's got a different one. You
Alright.
could be right, Victoria, because I don't know that what I put in is right. I just copied.
I'm just copying. I didn't see Tizzo.
I'm not. Thriller. That's Tizzo's answer. Another irrelevant artist, as far as I'm concerned. Well, you've got 2 albums in there.
London Calling.
Oh,
Victoria had it right. You've got
I
1,
think there's 6.
2, 3.
Only need one.
All right. Who's the first one?
I think that's
Victoria.
Victoria. Is it Victoria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Choose me a
I'll
number,
take
Victoria.
number 5, please. And thank
Okay,
you.
you got it. What quirky, off-kilter band got its name from the bouffant-style hairdos its female members wore on stage? What quirky, off-kilter band got its name from the bouffant hairstyles the female members wore on stage?
I actually know this one, as irrelevant as it is. I think they had
Looks
one
like an
song.
airplane. Love Shack.
Did anybody know if they had more than one song?
All I remember is Love Shack.
That's all I remember.
A little hotter, sugar. Bang, bang, bang. Baby. Go to you. I mean, obviously they had a album, so
But that doesn't mean that any of the other songs got played on the
yeah,
radio.
they were like a one-hit wonder, I think.
And it was all because of the hairdos.
B-52.
A little hotter, sugar.
Number 6.
All things
All
silver.
things silver. Yep.
Blockbuster.
ATS. ATS. All right.
Oh, they had another song, according to EMR, Rock Lobster. And I kind of think I remember hearing that.
I don't remember. Hit the lobster with a rock.
Who won an Academy Award for Best Original Song in 9 to 5? In 9 to 5, we make living, barely getting by.
Come on, EMR, you got to have the whole name.
Hello, darling.
Dolly Parton.
The sheep that was cloned.
Exactly.
So we have to skip
Oh no.
EMR.
18.
Are we skipping EMR?
What's he got? What's he
He's
got?
just got Dolly.
Yep, doesn't count.
Wendy?
I got Wendy.
Wendy. Name
What?
another Dolly.
Wendy, pick a number.
3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Hey, Ladybug.
3, 4, 6, 8, 9, Wendy.
Laney goes
3.
Dolly Madison. And so did Bad Idea Lab.
I knew a Dolly Hagopian when I was growing up.
Fallopian, what?
Hagopian.
Number 3 for Wendy. Alrighty. Everybody knows that Conway Twitty had multiple hit records. "Hello, Darling" being one of the most famous ones, but that was not his real name.
Oh,
I need his first and last name.
Oh, dear God.
Mm.
I know where he took the name from.
Get him.
I'm good at copying. A little slow, but I'm good at it.
Did you guys ever hear the song that Kelly Lane did for him after he passed away called "Goodbye, Goodbye, Darling"? That's an awesome song.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
Mm-mm.
She references two of his songs in that. You'll recognize them really quick. Um, the answer is Harold Jenkins.
How about if they have the Lloyd in there?
That's okay. That's his middle name.
Now she said she only needed the first and last.
16.
This is
Angel?
one true.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's Angel.
Angel.
Woohoo!
4689.
6.
You got it.
Sarah went to the Twitty City theme park.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. What Scottish town, which lost 11 residents, gave its name to the 1988 bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 that killed 270 people on December 21st, 1988?
I might be spelling it wrong. I knew somebody that was on that plane.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Lockerbie is the answer. Number 5.
All
ATS.
things silver.
Yep.
TS, our first one with 2. What 1987 Kevin Costner film tells the story of Elliot Ness and his team from the U.S. Bureau of Prohibition as they bring Al Capone to justice on charges of tax evasion?
Hmm.
That was a good
He always
show.
makes such good movies.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch me there.
No, touchy, touchy.
Don't squeeze the Charmin.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
You guys, come on. All right. The Untouchables.
I'm not touching you.
Yeah, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
She's
Get on your
touching
side.
me.
Number 5 again.
Silver Shocker.
Yep.
Yep.
Silver Shocker, you know what to do. 8 or 9. The next one goes to St. Jude. Oh, that rhymed.
Only a little bit.
Whipple
4,
snap.
please.
What?
You said
No,
4.
you can have 8. You can have 8 or 9. Come on, pay attention.
8, please.
You got it.
So I got a question for you.
Morning, Angie.
I have an
You
answer
pull
for you.
St. Jude's out of the box. How do you play that one?
She just picked somebody to play.
Okay.
Somebody. Okay. Y'all guessing the number that filled the card?
As soon as Go goes in.
Waiting for Charles.
Charles, Charger.
Charles is in the jungle. Watch out for that tree.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Welch Go beat me by 1 person. Evil man. Evil man. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
What do you do? Steal your number?
Oh, he does it all the time. And we
Yeah,
have a race.
Welch Go.
We have a race to see who can get in there first.
All right. Stop is in. The number is 0.
0.
Neither one of you got it right, did
Nope.
you? Not on
Morning,
1 or
Benji.
2. Not on 3 or 4. It is on 5. Victoria.
No
0,
match.
5.
No match.
No match.
Congratulations, Victoria.
Thank you.
Go.
Congratulations, Victoria. You are in the box again.
Put her in the box.
I am.
Don't make me pull your name out for nothing. I
I
can't.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, you did, Welch Go.
All right. Back to
You
trivia.
must have gone out and bought a faster internet.
Developed by Sony in the late 1970s, by the early 1980s, what magnetic tape cassette for playing video had lost the format war to the VHS tape?
And they actually were better. They worked better. They were clearer.
Don't forget to pull the wheel back up.
Oh, fine. Okay.
Man,
Lola
Peeky,
Davis,
peeky,
good
peeky.
morning.
Wait a minute.
What if they just put beta?
Oh, Betamax.
Well, then you've only got a couple. 4, 5, 6. You got 7 or 8 altogether.
Okay. Well, we have 15 on that.
But it should just accept beta. I had 4. Right? No, 15.
Well, you know what? There's Beta Fish. There's How many did I have?
7.
8. You have 8.
Oh,
We
okay.
did.
Well, it's
Okay.
number 8
1,
then.
2.
Angie Crowell.
Yep.
Angie.
Congratulations, Angie.
Angie, congratulations.
Go, Angie.
And good morning.
Okay, what 1980 film set in Chicago and starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd includes a nightclub scene with John Candy saying, "Who wants an orange whip? Orange whip, orange whip. 3 orange whips?"
Ron, this should bring out.
Best movie ever.
Yeah, Big T loves that one.
I mean, the fact that it's got John Lee Hooker in it just makes it fabulous.
Okay.
R-E-C-T.
Well, we're not doing that one.
Here, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Keith.
He did a drive-by to make sure I put Randy's medicine in.
Okay, guys
You
and
don't go to the
gals.
store until tomorrow, right, Angel?
Blues
Nope,
Brothers.
today.
You going in today? Okay.
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Would you look and see if you've got some of those things that you sent to me a couple of weeks ago?
Sure.
And let me know how many you've got.
Number 10,
Wendy.
the Blues Brothers.
Wendy.
Wendy.
All right,
Wendy.
ATS and Wendy have 2.
You're almost there.
In 1984, who spoke these famous words? "My fellow Americans, I've signed legislation that will outlaw Russia forever." My fellow Americans.
Kane Lindy was dead by then.
My fellow Americans.
My fellow Americans.
Ronald Reagan.
America.
Ronald Reagan.
Good morning,
And let's,
MP.
where's my thingy?
It was amazing he made a statement that stupid.
Ready.
Yeah, his very next line was, "We begin bombing in 5 minutes." It was a joke.
Diana.
Yep.
Lady Diana.
All
Yep.
right.
Diana.
Despite it, oh, this was, despite his biting criticism of the American political system, what song did Ronald Reagan's re-election campaign ask permission to use and was denied by Bruce Springsteen?
Springsteen's always been a lib turd.
Morning, Welchco. That's all I could think of.
In East LA.
Yeah, I was born in
In
East
East LA.
Wasn't it like Cheech or something?
Yeah.
Born in the USA. 14.
The coin pimp.
Pimpster.
Pimpster.
The pimpster.
We could call him Pimpsting.
Pimpstein. Coin Pimpstein.
Bruce Springsteen.
What vessel was Joseph Hazelwood the captain of on the evening his ship struck a reef in Prince William's Sound of Alaska on March 24th, 1989?
Probably had the spelling wrong.
We don't count spelling.
Boop. Boop.
Exxon Valdez.
So you have to have the Exxon.
No. I just remembered that's what it was. I think I'm right too, wasn't it?
Yes, it's Valdez.
Wasn't it Exxon though?
Yes, yes.
3.
Yes. Number 9.
ATS.
All things silver for the win.
Yep.
For the win.
Wiener.
Winner.
Congrats, ATS.
Congratulations, ATS.
Congratulations.
Going in the box.
ATS. Happen to have one on here.
But
There.
you had a considerable number of people that did have the Exxon in their answer, but as many people that just put Valdez.
Yeah, well, the card only had that on it, so it's okay.
There you go.
All right. So, I think we better put a couple more names in here. We don't have very many names. So let's go with the name wheel. Wheel of names.
Of
Wheel of names. Naming that wheel. Name that wheel.
The wheel of names.
Uh-oh.
It's WAP.
Okay, here we go.
James Schultz.
Wheel of names. Wheel of names. Nightbot. Nightbot.
Even though it's
Nightbot. Dashboard. Giveaways. Next, done. And are y'all chatting it up?
Nope.
Yep.
You better get in there if you want your name on the wheel. Chat.
on the night. But.
Yep, 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 yep. All
Hey,
right.
we're missing something this morning.
What?
Mussel shell, mussel shell, mussel shell.
Mussel shell, mussel shell, mussel shell.
You're not getting any more treats. No.
But I
Oh, come
want a treat,
on, Mama
Mommy.
T.
Oh, she's chewing on the bag. She wants them so bad.
Where's my
She's,
treat?
I
she's like
want treats. I want treats.
she's like a crack kitty. I'm telling you. She won't eat her breakfast if I give her some.
So you would deny her that?
Oh my god, she's already had some. I already snuck her a couple when I first woke up.
You gotta eat your breakfast first.
I know. Tom gets mad at me. They all come up here when she starts playing with that bag.
All right, here it goes. Spin, spin, spin. First name. Who's it gonna be? Guess not.
AMR.
I think we'll put 3 in there today.
Lady B.
Poor
Lady
kid.
B. Congrats, Lady B. Lady
Nice.
B. All right. Who else is gonna get in there? Lady B. Lady B.
Oh my goodness.
Wendy.
Congratulations.
Wendy, Wendy, Wendy. And we're gonna do one more. And I get. Oh
Joey.
no,
Go, Joe.
Congratulations, everybody.
Joe Mac.
Congratulations, Lainey.
Joe McMahon Bond.
All right, so let me get rid of all this stuff I got open for y'all now, and get rid of that, and get rid of that, and get rid of. No, I'll keep that one. Get rid of that one,
Cassia. No.
and go back to this one,
No.
and get that one, and make this one big. All righty. I gotta stir it up first.
What's in the box?
Shake it up.
There we go. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Ready, Freddy, ready, Freddy, ready.
No.
ATS.
Woo!
ATS. I'm going to put you aside, but I will put you back in the box for Friday. ATS, you know what to do. Give me a couple of numbers for you.
Ten and 12, please. No whammies.
All right, 10. Where's 10?
Big bucks, stop.
Whammy free.
10 and 12. Oh, look, a lucky wooden dollar. Liberty coins. Since 1971, gold, silver, and rare coins, and you got the rare wooden nickel. Liberty.
And that ain't no whammy.
That ain't no whammy. Take it or leave
That's
it.
Sure.
I was in that store last week. Seriously. Liberty
Yeah,
Coins in
they're
West
here in
Michigan.
Michigan.
I was in that store last week.
Liberty.
I bought an ASE and 3 peace dollars.
Leave for 4.
3 blind mice.
Number 4.
You do 2
All right, here we
times.
go. Da-da, da-da, da-da.
Where in the world?
Sorry, ATS. So sorry.
Whammy.
And Ida told me she didn't put any whammies in there this morning.
I
Somebody
did not
else
say that. I
must
did
somebody
not.
else must have done it.
I did not
No, I know
say
you said nobody knows what you put in there.
Roxzilla. Is Roxzilla in here? I haven't seen Roxzilla.
I
Let's see.
Roxzilla, are you in
Yeah,
here?
he's taggable.
Speak 'em up. Speak 'em up.
Front and center.
No more.
Front and center,
Speak
Roxella.
'em up. Roxzilla, speak 'em up. Front and center.
come on, Roxzilla.
1 and
1
11.
and 11.
All right, there's 1. There is 11. Here we go. Da-da, da-da. DTS, are you leaving us? Have a good day, my friend. Be safe.
Hi,
BTS have a blessed day.
yes. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Oh,
Oh,
whammy. So sorry. What's your name? We'll go back in the book.
row.
All right, we're getting rid of those whammies, aren't we?
Well, a couple of
Lady
them are out of the way.
We cleared the way for you, Lady B. Come on. You
Lady
got
B. Okay, so that was 11. Is that it?
Contestant.
11 and 4. No, wait. 4.
So you already have.
Okay. What happened to 11? Was it the
7.
3 and 7.
3 and 7? Well, there's 7. There's 3. There's 3. Right.
And Ida, as you usually do, we can't see the numbers that have been used.
Oh. Well, okay, let me put them up here.
I've been used up.
12, 11, 4. And now we're going to do number 1.
That's
No,
7.
number 7, I mean. Da-da, da-da. Oh, 1's still available. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Money!
full hard cash.
United States currency.
And no whammy. It's a star
And
note.
it's a
Yes,
star note.
Yes, yeah.
It's not a whammy.
It is not a whammy. Take it or leave it. What do you say, Lady B?
Keep it or kick it to the curb.
A star note. Yeah.
Keep
It is
it or
a star
kick it.
Lady
Ready
B,
for
what
6, please.
pleasure. Oh, trading it off. Okay. Number 7 is out. Number 6. Number 6. Here we
Good
go.
luck,
No,
Lady
that's
B.
no, I'm gonna find 6. All right, 6. Here we go. Da-da, 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 da-da. Hi, Matt. Da-da, da-da.
Matt, good morning.
You want a free kick in the rear, Matt?
Not
won
1,
one, but you were here
but
to enjoy it.
2 silver. Not 1, but 2
Grammys.
silver buffaloes.
The Grammy Award goes
Look at that.
to.
Take it
Not
or leave it.
1,
Grammys.
but
Grammys.
2 silver round bars. All silver is beautiful. That's what Kane says.
Sammy.
Robert says, leave it. What do you
Morning,
say,
Robert.
Lady
All.
B?
Good morning, that pink one.
You can cross out number 6.
Yeah.
Leave it for 3, please.
Boop, boop, boop.
Alrighty, y'all.
Three.
She.
You already have number 3.
Or no, you get one more
So you need,
chance.
you
Lady
need another
Bluegrass.
number.
Pick one
Number
more
3.
number.
No, she's already picked her 2.
Yeah, but she gets one more choice.
No, she's already.
No, she gets to pick a number and then choose between those 2 numbers now.
Yeah.
No, she's got number 3. This is her third one.
But she gets to pick 2 numbers and decide whether she wants to
If we take a poll.
or the new number.
So what do you want, Lady Bluegrass? 2, 3,
So
5.
I need one more number.
10.
1, yeah,
2,
1
2,
still
5, 8, 9, or 10.
I think 1's still there.
7. 7 is gone.
You're not getting it
7's
anymore.
gone. Yeah, 1,
And it was
2,
a
3,
whammy. You don't
8,
want that
9.
one.
1, 2,
No,
3,
no
5,
more.
8, 9, 10.
Bradley, good morning.
Good morning, BA.
Oh, 7 had the star note.
Morning, Bradley.
Stop.
Good morning, Bradley.
No.
1 is still there.
8. Number 8, please.
Alrighty.
Number 8.
Should she keep her
Alright.
original
Okay.
3 or go for
Do you want to
8?
trade? Do you want to keep? Yep. Do you want to keep your original 3 or trade it for 8? Shall we poll the audience? Let's start a poll. 3 is the original.
Jump
Go
on the pole.
for 8. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
Go, go,
Go,
Power
go,
Rangers.
go.
No more.
Jane says pick the heavy, shiny one with no whammy.
Yeah, put them on the scale.
No more.
3 for St. Jude's.
All right, we're putting. We didn't do the poll. Let's see what the poll said. Poll said something, I'm sure.
3.
59% want you to open 3, and 40% want you to open number 8.
3.
We all agree. Well, the majority agrees.
Majority rules.
Sometimes.
So,
The rest rule.
so knowing what the poll says, do you still want to keep number 3?
3.
Da-da-da. This is Joe's number. Da-da. Da-da-da. Oh,
Shiny, shiny.
See.
That ain't no whammy. That's a pretty whammy if it is.
that ain't no whammy for sure. Find my little thingies to write on. Yeah.
Nice choice, Lady Bluegrass.
Congratulations.
Hey, I can practice showing it.
Congratulations, St.
Ladies
Jude.
and gentlemen, we have
Yeah.
a Republic Metals Corporation RC 1 troy ounce 999 fine silver thingy.
Something for the silver box.
Indeed,
Yep.
boy.
Would that be better than the silver box, y'all think?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
That's as generic as it gets, Ida.
St.
It's still
Jude
pretty.
for
yeah.
Lady
Silver
B. And we'll put it in the silver box. Okay.
Silver box. It's Christmas time in the city.
Silver box. All right, here we go. Ready to go. Ready to go. You hate that silver box. Oh, no.
It's because he never wins it.
Spot.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Great Scott.
Let's see.
Ooh.
One
Let's
is still in the mix.
go with number 5 and number 10.
Number 5.
Is it only 2 people? Well, it only
No.
takes 2 people to get the bid up high.
Here we go. That's right.
Come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Do-do, do-do, do-do.
I'll be a little surprised if you get a whammy.
A butterfly made
Aw,
out of coin. A coin.
So pretty.
how pretty.
A pretty butterfly.
I think I won this.
On
Or so, I
Facebook?
don't know. I don't remember.
Somewhere on Facebook.
Yeah.
It is pretty. I'm going to leave it for somebody else. I'm going to move on to
Leave it.
number 9.
Wait. Number 9. All right. Are you sure?
I'm
Oh,
positive.
Lady
You
B
want
said.
Lady Diana.
Yeah, Lady Diana said I won in her stream. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is number 9.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
We got someone in our basement.
More
Okay.
green.
Here's the basement. Nobody's in the basement.
It says, hello, I'm in the basement.
All right, hang on. Well, look at here.
Ooh,
Hello.
look at that
Oh.
sexy.
A doll hair.
All right, let me see what this is now. It is another star node. It's a United
Raven.
States Federal Reserve star nodes.
Oh,
Howdy.
Take it or leave it.
I'm going to leave it.
Hello.
Okay. Take 9 out of the equation. We took 10 out, and we
We're
took
almost
9
done with our little
Now
box
you
thing.
final one, my dear.
Let's go for 2.
Number 2. Okay, guys, let's help him out. Should he keep his original number 5 or trade it in for number 2?
5 or 2.
5 or 2.
Don't steer me
Which one
wrong.
for you?
Whammy, whammy.
Whammy, whammy, whammy. Hey, Raven, you can sing us a song while we wait.
I have not been up that long.
He's still got morning voice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Charles.
We all sound different in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to ruin the fun, but I thought it was important for me to come and say a couple things and just take a couple minutes when you guys have time.
Yeah, we're
All right,
almost.
we'll just
we're
be a
almost
minute and then we'll let you
with
up
the
here.
game.
Okay,
No worries.
number 60% says number 2. 40% says number
Oh.
5.
They think I
Which
should
one?
switch.
They turned it up on you, Great Scott.
You're
Which
right.
one will it be?
All right, I'm going to go with the majority. Let's switch it up and go for 2.
All right, we're going to put 5 back in the equation. Number 2, this is it.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Oh, a surprise.
Surprise.
Ooh,
Number
surprise.
1.
Let me see what the surprise is. Where did I do the surprise?
It's not a star note.
Here it is.
It's not an Indian.
All right, number
Black
2 is out of
eagle.
the box.
Another black eagle. Come on.
No. What? Hang on. I got to get
Get
back
your
up there.
scent
Don't I?
word. Get your scent
Hold
word.
on. It is a 2017 SPCG SPR69 red deep cam shield penny.
Very nice.
Very pretty.
Congratulations.
That's coming to you, Great Scott.
Can we put that in St. Jude's?
I will. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
St. Jude.
Okay, we
Thank
have,
you.
let's see, we only have, oh, that won't, well, maybe, um, we only have 3 left.
That's
So
okay.
we can do a short one real quick.
1, 8, or 5.
Great, got you. You don't get to play again.
No.
Good try, though. Wendy.
Wendy.
Let's go, Wendy.
1, 8, or 5.
And I'm putting all of your things back in the thing for Friday.
1 and 5, please.
1 and 5. All right. Number 5. Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun,
This is what I gave up.
This one does not open.
Are those little briefcases?
This is
Yeah,
what
they
you
were.
all robbed me of.
What's it gonna be? It's a pocket hug.
Oh,
Oh,
How sweet is that?
thank you for saving me, everybody.
How sweet
Pocket
it is to
hug.
be loved by you. Boop, boop,
All right, Wendy,
boop,
take it
boop.
or leave it. It's
Take
not a
it or
whammy.
leave it. It is adorable. Just ask Charles. He'll tell you. It's adorable.
So all you have to do is say leave it if you want the other suitcase,
It's
because
not
there's
a
only
yeah,
one
not
other
a whammy.
choice.
Good morning, Farm Doc.
Oh, she wants it.
You want to keep it?
She said,
Okay.
keep love Ida.
What number was that? 5?
Yep.
All right, Wendy. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, it's even signed. All right.
Oh,
So
you
let's
said 5,
put
Lady
this.
Bluegrass?
What? Lady B. All right. Congrats. All right. We have 1 and 8 left now. Y'all know the rules. There's
Mhm.
You can donate $5 to St. Jude's
To see what's inside.
to see what's inside of only one of them,
One of
or you
them.
can donate $50 to St. Jude's and not only see, but you can have what's in both of them.
Both of them.
Do I have any takers?
I'll say this much. There's not a whammy in there because she's already given up 2 whammies.
Well, you don't know that. You don't
Yeah,
know
there's
that I
been
did.
3 and 4
Well,
whammies.
I am making an assumption that you're doing the same as normal.
You know what happens when
Oh,
you
you're right.
assume.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, I
Thank
know.
you. Why did I put Lady B on there?
It's
That
the
should have
effort
been
of you and me.
Wendy. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh,
Put up
Robert
the link.
Pinto.
Robert wants
Okay,
it. Put up the
here's-
link. What is it?
Awesome,
Oh.
Robert.
It's just St. Jude's. Just St. Jude.
Whoops. Yeah, St.
Are
Jude.
you taking it? Robert, that's
Robert wants
awesome.
both of them. All right. Whether you get them, whether they're a whammy or not, I don't know what's in them, but we'll
There's
find
the
out
link.
really quick. That one, look at that.
Very cool, Robert.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm sorry, Robert. You got a whammy in that one. See, you didn't know that there was a
Whammy.
or
Oh,
not.
my.
What did he do? He got a whammy?
He got a whammy.
Yeah, and number
Oh,
8.
look.
Oh,
But
Oh.
he did get
Computer saving
a
grace.
Purdy.
Butamus.
Godly.
Morning, Farm Dog.
Oh, that's a nice round. I like that.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, Son of God, Savior round. Isn't that pretty?
That's awesome, Robert.
Might have been a little overpriced, but you get your money's worth.
That is a sweet round.
Let's put that into Robert. Thank you, Robert. All right. It's coming to you. And y'all, anybody that's getting something from me, please send me your claiming information. Oh, thank you, Kane. You're so sweet. All right, guys, we have a special guest up here.
I have to get heading to Traverse City, so we'll see y'all on Friday.
Love you,
Bye,
Sterling.
All
Sterling.
right.
Be safe.
Have a great
Love you.
day.
Y'all have
Sterling,
a
be
blessed
safe.
day now.
Be
Take care,
safe. If I can
Sterling.
I hope it's
do a little
much
thing
less
here.
frustrating today.
Okay, come on. Where is he? There he is. When he jumped down, you moved, so I couldn't find you. Hello, Miss Raven.
Hello,
All
our
right.
sweet
All
food.
right. I'm on my cell phone, so I don't see what's going on in chat. So I do say hello to anybody that says hi. Didn't want to be rude. Um, so I have a couple minutes, and I wanted to discuss some stuff because I've received quite a few emails in the last couple days, and I normally avoid this stuff like the plague. I don't feed into the drama. I do my own thing, and but this has kind of gotten to be a little bit much. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
I'm just gonna air my side of the grievance of stories that I'm hearing, and touch on the things that I've been hearing from Mr. Crumpler. And I'll start from the beginning, and that was when we were at my first show in Norman, and teacher 1388 decided he wanted to call the cops on Jeff. I told teacher that Norman, Oklahoma itself was a medicinal state and that it really wasn't worth getting the cops involved. But, teacher's an adult and I can't control somebody. So teacher did what he did. Teacher called the cops. They came. They basically said there's nothing they can do, which I had already expressed. And so I understand that Jeff thinks that, it was my responsibility somehow to watch his stuff while he was dealing with all of that. And I had a show to run. And there was nobody going through his personal items. We weren't trying to steal anything from him. I have my own stuff. Everybody else at the show has their own stuff. We're not trying to hurt people. We're not trying to take their money. We're not trying to mess up their livelihood. It was a long time before I had seen Jeff again. And I ran into him, I think, at like one of the Tulsa shows or something like that, didn't have a problem with him, didn't badmouth him. I've never publicly said anything bad about him. Um, so it never really stuck in my mind that there was any kind of an issue. Matter of fact, a couple times I'd ran into him at my buddy Casey's coin shop, and about 2 maybe 3 months ago, I went to Casey's shop to pick up some stuff, and Jeff's telling me about his life and how he's doing really good on Whatnot. And he says I should go over to Whatnot because, you can make really good money and it's really easy and you don't have to deal with stuff that you do with YouTube. And they do all your printing labels. I mean, he went on for quite a while convincing me that Whatnot was a great place to be. He even told me that he was going to go to the Jelly Roll concert and he had his friend MJ with him. And, at the end of the conversation, he shook my hand. There was no confrontation. There was no falling out, no nothing. Of which, if he had a problem at that time, he could have literally been like, Raven, I'm not happy about what happened 3 years ago.
You're right.
Yeah.
And
4
so,
years ago, wasn't it?
yeah, now it's like 4 years practically. But,
Yeah.
it's something that never stuck in my mind. Then we cut to, I start hearing some things, some chatter about he's threatening Ida and doing weird things. Now, these are things I heard in hearsay, that people
Right.
told me.
Right.
And I made the comment that, what, if I was there and I saw him threaten Ida, let alone any woman, I would not let that happen. I would not let it go down. I would take care of it. That's the only time I said anything towards Jeff that was kind of in a threatening manner. Now he claims that he received all sorts of email and people are feeding the fire back and forth or whatever. This is stuff I've heard on his about 6 or 7 rants that he's done in the last week. So I'm missing. I'm leaving something out. So we cut to the Tulsa show where he gets kicked out of the show, and I saw he went live that day, and I literally only watched about the first 40 seconds of it. Because it really wasn't anything that I wanted to spend my time on. I was at a coin show working on stuff. And when I saw what he was saying at there is he was, pointing and cussing at Mike Boyer and cussing at the guard. That's all I really heard. I wish I had watched the entire thing because I guess later on my name's involved in that video, but I didn't. So time goes by, and my buddy Casey says, "Hey, Jeff's like mad at you," and I'm like, "Mad at me?" Okay, whatever. I don't really care because I've had it year after year. There's somebody that finds a way to get upset and they want to, you know, air their grievances publicly. So over time, Casey says, "Hey, next time he comes in and you're here, just go up and talk to him about it. Maybe you guys can work it out." So about a week ago, I'm at Casey's shop. I'm behind the counter like I've always been. And I see Jeff, and Jeff doesn't say anything to me, and I get what's going on. He's ignoring me. And but I don't really worry about it. I'm like, whatever. So I waited a while and I walked up and I literally said, now some of the stuff he's said on his videos are true. I walked up to him and I said, "Hey man, I saw your video, but I didn't see you at the show." That's all I was allowed to get out of my mouth before he like just flipped out, started cussing me out, saying he wanted to go outside and let's do this like men and all this other stuff. And, I'm looking at him like, dude, what are you talking about? And he wouldn't even let me get out what I was about to say is, dude, I saw like the first 15 seconds. I want to figure out why you're mad at me. But that didn't happen.
That's what you were
So,
trying to say.
yeah, he
Yeah.
cut me off at right after I said I didn't see you at the show. I
Yeah.
only saw your video.
You can't
Yeah.
reason with people like that.
No, it was instantly, over the top and let's go outside and this and that. And he's got a cane in his hand, and I'm like, well, put the cane down. And he's like screaming and cussing and saying that I'm hiding behind the counter. I didn't hide. I was right there. But am I going to go outside being in the shape I'm in? I'm actually in decent shape for my age. I know how to fight. I wrestled in high school. I took Taekwondo. There's a lot of things about me that, when most people meet me, they're like, "You're not as tall as I thought, but wow, you're kind of thick," So I looked at it as like, I didn't want to fight somebody that's walks with a limp and carries a cane. And, how would that really look like? If it come back later, oh, Raven beat up a half crippled guy. Like, where's the
Yeah.
where's the logic in that? Then, honestly, me being the type of person I am, I've listened to some of his stuff and I heard one of his uh, live streams. He's got cancer and a brain tumor and stuff. I mean, that would even further make it to where it'd be something that I would not ever attempt to beat up somebody that has those issues. Not only that, I'm an older man. I got two little kids. This is like high school street stuff that you don't really get involved in. And,
Like
you
teeny
know,
bop.
It's not going to solve anything.
no, it's not going to solve a damn thing, and he's made quite a few pretty hard claims, that he told the gentleman that walked him out of my friend's shop that he was going to put holes in me. Then he went on and did multiple rants about, how much of a, and I know this is a family show, so I'm leaving out all the cuss words, but how big of a piece of crap I am and how all I do is just manipulate people. Man, I go out of my way to give back to the community, promote smaller channels, make things happen that I think are positive because that's how I've done things from day one. Now, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, you know. I don't get along with everybody because you can't make everybody happy, but I try and I mend fences when I'm able to. Miss Quanker can tell you she's seen me, you know, change the way I think about certain people and the way I interact with them and stuff over
Yeah.
time. I'm not a grudge holder. And honestly, I felt horrible when I was listening to him talk about him having cancer and a brain tumor. And then 2 seconds later, it's, well, all of this that's going on is going to fuel my motivation to stay alive so I can go and later hurt Raven. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. Well,
You
yeah, and
know,
now he's ranting about Ida's a liar and a something
Mhm.
else, and oh my goodness.
And he prayed for my mom when she was dying of cancer. Mother didn't die of cancer. She died in her sleep.
and
I
oh,
mean,
that's another thing. Like, I don't understand where some of this comes from. He said I smoked marijuana with him at my coin show.
Yeah, I heard that.
well,
What?
okay. I had a. He said he told Kevin and teacher that I had a highway patrol brother that was his best friend. He talked to 3 or 4 times a day. I don't even have a brother.
Wow.
So
Oh.
I mean,
And
come
teacher's the
on.
one that gave him a ride, so teacher had every right to know if he had marijuana on him in order to be in his vehicle.
And that's the thing. I left it up to teacher, even though I told him it was probably not a good idea.
Yeah,
I said everybody's adults here. Teach. If you want, try to. I said it's kind of messed up to leave the guy hanging in Oklahoma because you drove
yeah,
him from Missouri or whatever, right? But teacher was adamant, and teacher does what teacher wants to do. I
yeah,
mean, we're all adults. And in the end of this, no matter what goes on, I don't have any ill will towards Jeff. I don't have any problems really, other than I think, his claims are very ludicrous. And what I find really odd is just the degree of which this has gotten to. So I figured, you know what? I'd come up, I'd say my piece, I'd say what I remember as fact, and go from there. I mean, maybe, I don't know how much he watches your show or whatnot, but I'm sure somebody that knows him will be like, "Oh, Raven came on," and
yeah,
you know,
yeah. That's what happened yesterday. They're like, Ida just said one little thing, and then he put out like two or three streams about Ida and how she's a liar and blah 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 blah.
mhm.
So yeah, quit fueling the
You know what?
fire, people.
I
And that's the
decided
sad part,
it is sad because
People are
people
going to
trying
him, getting him riled up, knowing that it's gonna push his buttons.
no.
mhm.
I
And,
think the
and
best thing to do is ignore him. I've
oh yeah,
decided it's not
this
worth
is
my
this is
time.
literally going to be the only time I address it. I'm not addressing it on my own channel, which some people might say, "Well, Raymond, why are you not doing that?" Because I don't bring drama into other people's lives. I try my hardest just to be myself, just to try to do things that are right. And quite frankly, like I said, I do honestly feel bad for Jeff. I think it's a shame that he's going through the kind of health problems that he's going through, because that's scary stuff. When you're facing mortality, you just you don't really have much to lose when it comes to certain things.
He's on my prayer list. I hope he can find peace instead of all this other stuff.
Exactly right. And if it is true that he has cancer and a brain tumor and all that, and I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm saying
Right.
if it is true, you know, put him on your
Oh,
prayer
it
list.
it choked me
But
up. I've actually lost friends and relatives to cancer,
yeah,
and I
absolutely.
when I heard him on his, I think this was the podcast yesterday is the one I heard where he talked about it, and he was getting choked up on his own show, and it really bothered me. It made me feel like, man, my goal when I saw him at my friend's shop wasn't really to poke the bear like he claims. My goal was to be like, hey man, you're being screwed with. And, I don't know who's fueling the fire. I don't know who's saying what. And I would have told him if he said, well, I know you threatened me. I'd be like, dude, I heard you were threatening an 80-plus-year-old woman, and threatening women in general is not acceptable. So, yes, I did say something, but I didn't say I was going to hunt him down or do anything weird. And by God, had I known that him being skinny and everything is a result of him being on, cancer medications and stuff, I'd have left the guy alone completely. I'd have just been like, you know what, guys, don't worry about it. He's dealing with some rough stuff, and I just would have kept what I said to myself. But I'm not that type of dude. Nobody threatens women. That's just wrong. You stay away from that stuff, and it takes maturity and a certain mindset to feel that way sometimes, which I think honestly the guy's hurting in a lot of ways. And you know I don't know what else to really
Yeah.
say. I
Yeah.
don't. I feel bad for him. I hope he gets better, and that he understands that, hey, had he let me get a few more words out, we might have had a conversation where he could have expressed himself. He could have cussed at me and told me that he was mad because he heard this, and that, and I would have been like, okay, well, that's actually not true. And the one thing that really threw me off is he was saying I was the reason he got kicked out of Tulsa. How am I the reason if I didn't interact with you? I wasn't around you.
See, Raven, that's what I was saying. That he's taken things that he totally is blowing everything out of proportion, just because he's got this in his mind, and I don't know if he's making himself believe this or what. But my thought is, you know what? I'm done. I'm not listening. I don't care what he does. You know.
Yeah. And that's the best thing. And then, and people that are in the community, I really am sorry if people are asking questions or making comments. I can't see you. I'm literally on my
Yeah.
phone.
There's
Um,
no questions. I don't see none.
okay. I just don't want people to think I'm being rude to them. But in all honesty, it would actually be a thing that where, apologies go a long ways in the world. I think that somebody that's in his situation really doesn't need the extra stress that he's going through, you
But he's
know?
bringing
And
it on himself, Raven. That's the bad news.
Well, people are getting him riled up, which people like the drama. So
and that's the sad thing. But what do you do?
yeah,
It's
you can't
really
rationalize.
no, it's out of our hands. It's what he wants to believe or not believe. And I would literally, if I saw him again and would be able to have a rational conversation, I'd be like, dude, you need to look at both sides, and really evaluate who you speak to and what you're doing. And because it doesn't matter. Like, he's like, well, I don't roll that way. I'm not that type of person. Well, you know what, man? I grew up in the ghetto myself. Okay. I pulled myself up by my own bootstraps. I paid for my college and everything. Nobody gave it to me. I worked my butt off to get through all that. And then I started my channel with $200 and turned it into what it is. So,
Yeah,
I don't take certain things and threats ways that people think. I'm not I'm not intimidated by it. I'm honestly, and I laugh because it's like it's unnecessary. It's so sophomoric and juvenile. But I grew up in an environment where I actually understand Jeff more than he realizes.
yeah.
You
I
know,
grew up in the hood myself, so I didn't get out of the hood until my kids were hitting junior high school, and I just struggled and saved to get my kids out of that environment.
you know, and I know he's trying to do the same. I know he's trying hard, and it's like it's rough when I'm the type of person that I'll listen to what you have to say. So I've listened to some of his stuff, and I get why he's pissed off. If the things that people are saying to him is what he thinks is true, I get it.
Yeah, but you had to be an adult and be like, quit spewing violence. He keeps spewing violence.
Yeah, and that has its own problems. And I'm gonna live my life the way I do. I'm a coin dealer. I cruise around with cash, and I'm always armed, and that's the life of a coin dealer. But I will say this: I will not put my hands on that guy. I'm not going to fight him because I don't think it's a fair fight. And I know that he has to show a certain type of persona, He's a man. When it comes down to it, he's still a man who has pride and doesn't want to feel like he can't take care of himself or take care of business. I get it, but that's on both sides of the coin. You know, I'm a man too, and I'm not going to let him hurt me, but I'm not going to beat him up. I'm just not going to do it. I it's
He has no right to threaten anybody, Raven. Nobody. I mean,
yeah.
he threatened the coin show, and he's threatened a lot of people, and that's
I
just not acceptable in
I
this
get it.
society.
I get it, and I understand. But I don't have a lot of time. I'm actually got a doctor's appointment here in a little bit, and got to take care of some stuff. But I appreciate you letting me have the time to come up here and interrupt your morning. And I figured that it'd be worth at least putting it out there what I see and what I experience and what I know, and people can go from there. They can like me or dislike me. They can like Jeff or dislike Jeff. It's their own opinions, but I'm not fueling the fire. I honestly hope Jeff finds a way to get better and feel better about himself.
Yeah, I'm done with him too. And Raven, listen, you're welcome up here anytime you want to. Anytime.
I I know, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm
you know
so
I love
busy,
you.
and
I
I love
Thank
you
know.
you.
too. Miss Quain Crew gives me the best hugs.
Oh yeah, and Raven's got buns of steel.
That's
A bunch of what?
all that.
Buns of steel. I had this. I had to squeeze it. I squeezed the Charmin.
Oh, we're not going there. You
She's
see,
making me blush.
he has no,
Uh,
he has no
can't take
filter
me
at all.
anywhere.
Hey, well, I worked hard for those buns. All right, guys. I appreciate all of you. Have a great morning. And, maybe in the future, when I got a little time in the morning, I'll pop on here and there. I'm just, most of the time I wake up and I got my two kids in my face wanting to do all sorts of stuff,
I hear
so
that.
it's difficult for me, but,
Yeah, it's hard to get a peaceful morning.
Just know you're
yeah,
welcome anytime, Raven.
Yep.
We love you.
Love
I,
you.
I appreciate it. Love you guys too. Be safe, and I'll see you around.
You
Take
too,
care,
darling. Bye
Raven.
bye.
Bye.
You will be
Bye.
safe, Raven.
Who is that? Oh, that's just Seeker. Hey, Seeker.
Oh no, not this guy.
That's not the same image he uses.
What the heck is? What the? Who is that?
That's Shooter McGavin.
Oh, your favorite band or whatever.
No, from Happy Gilmore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought maybe that was a car dealer.
A car dealer.
Good
It's
morning,
the
Muscle
Cybertruck dealer.
A Tesla guy.
I wanted to hop in and say hi to Raven, but he got off before you put me in. That's okay though.
Well, I didn't see you. Didn't see you, or I would have.
No, it ain't no wang but a thing but a chicken.
It's a chicken thing.
No, it ain't no wang but a thing but a chicken.
A wing, but a thing, but a chicken. All right then.
My wife wants to know what's wrong with me.
Yeah. Well,
If I sound
Mrs.
different, it's
Seeker?
because I'm upstairs on my laptop. By the way.
well, you actually sound pretty good. Hello, Miss Seeker.
Hi, Miss Ida.
Love you, honey. Miss you.
Miss Ida.
Morning, farm dog.
Hey, whoa. Hey, farm dog.
Morning, Muscle Shell.
You know, all of a
That's my favorite
sudden,
voice right there.
my computer, anytime I touch something with my mouse, it just like big. I don't know what happened. It gets really big.
Gonna have to restart your computer again.
Oh my gosh. I did it when you were here. How often do I do it?
You should do it probably once a
Ida,
week.
yeah, Ida leaves her computer on 24/7. She never shuts it off.
Well, because it takes so long to load everything.
If that's true, then there's an issue with your laptop or with your computer.
Well, it's not but 100 years old.
That's the issue.
Yeah, Seeker needs to
Well,
come in and convince Ida to buy a new computer.
I should convince her to buy the most expensive computer on earth, given that she keeps trying to get me to buy the Cyber Beast.
Right?
hey, there's a big difference.
Yeah, in size.
I will buy a computer if you'll buy the Cybertruck.
I tell you what, I
Cyber
will buy
Beast.
you a computer if you buy me the Cybertruck. How's that?
No,
Hey,
no,
that
no,
sounds like a good deal.
no.
No, it's not going to work.
No, but it's a good try.
Hey, listen, you have to give it your shot, right? You got to take your
That's
shot.
right. If you blew it, it's just not gonna
I
work.
gotta go. I gotta go to work. Love you guys.
Love you, Angel.
See ya, Angel.
Hi, Angel.
Take care, Angel.
I can't stay on long either. I got to actually get work done today, but I wanted to come in and say hi to Raven. I missed Raven though.
I know. We don't get to see him very often.
I sent him a text.
You did?
Yeah,
That was sweet.
yeah, he's a good guy. Raven's a really good guy.
Bill
Yeah,
457.
Do what now?
For
Say
Bill
all
says, okay, hang on. Somebody speak. Go ahead, Seeker.
all I said was do what now? Say huh?
for all that drama that was caused, Raven is really a doll to still only wish the best, for him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Raven is a good guy. Okay, well, I'm done with the drama. I'm tired of dealing with him. Seeker, Bill 457 says, I personally would wait until those trucks are out for a little while.
Oh, they've been out for about 2 years now. Most of the initial issues are fixed, but I don't want to take the conversation up with those again. But
hey,
it's a fun conversation, though.
Yeah,
I know, but it feels like every time I get in, we just talk about EVs.
Okay.
Well, we can talk about ice if you want.
We can talk about hairstyle and getting my hair cut Friday.
There you go.
No, tomorrow. No, Friday.
We could talk about Shooter McGavin.
Who?
It sounds like a very stupid thing to do.
Oh, settle down, Kane's coins. My goodness.
Listen, y'all are just mad because I didn't put any gold in the suitcases today. Tinker, send me a bunch of gold so I can fill up the suitcases with them.
Yeah, I will do that. Get right on it. I gotta send you. I gotta send you from some stuff for St. Jude's though.
Yeah. But anyway, we have 30. We got more than that because I don't have it all updated, but we've got quite a few things in that in the spreadsheet.
I'm gonna make sure I send you something so it gets there in the last possible day.
I want you to send it now. See, this is the thing, Seeker. If you send it now, when it comes to March, you're going to forget that you ever sent anything. I'll say, Seeker, are you going to send anything for St. Jude's?
Oh, yeah.
You see how that works? So I
yeah.
get double. What?
Try it again.
Good morning, Miss Addie Mae.
Good morning, Big T. What are you up to, my friend?
Having my burrito for breakfast.
What kind of burrito?
Breakfast
Sausage
burrito.
Egg? Sausage egg?
I had the weirdest burrito I've ever had yesterday. My wife made her infamous, delicious, award-winning chili, and so I made a burrito chili dog. It actually wasn't bad. I cooked a hot dog. I put her chili and cheese on it and wrapped it up in a 10-inch tortilla. It was actually really good.
Wow.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty good actually. I can understand that being good. Did you heat the burrito?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I bet
It
that
was
was
nice.
good.
It was delicious. I just didn't expect it to be. But I
Well,
guess it
I
makes sense.
had
It's just all you're doing in reality is replacing the bread with a tortilla. So whatever. I guess it's
that's that's,
my
that's
wife
true.
thought it was weird though.
It is weird. You're messing up my chili.
Oh
I got,
no.
I got a question about the tortilla shell on that burrito.
Dude, she talks about messing up her. We were watching some show on whatever yesterday about these the vendors at the Texas fairs and whatnot. And one of those places have
Mhm.
fried butter.
Yeah, just a
I
stick
heard
of butter.
Yeah, just fried. Like, how do you not have a heart attack while eating that? It makes no sense.
It's the only way that
I
they
don't
could
get it.
outdo a deep fried Snickers or a deep fried Twinkie.
I've had a deep fried Oreo before, and that was actually really good. I've never had Twinkies or Snickers.
They have deep fried ice cream now.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
I don't get that. All right, Muscle Shell, what was your question about the burrito?
Well, I was wondering what kind of shell he had for it. Not what was in it, the shell itself. Because I
My
know a
wife's
lot about
chili. My wife's
Was it a
chili.
flour tortilla? I think he's trying to
No, no,
find out if it's a flour
the shell.
tortilla or corn.
It was a 10-inch flour tortilla.
Oh,
That's what we had. That's all we had.
That's the best
I
kind.
get it. I get it. I get it. But
Best
Totino's
kind.
has got the best shells you could ever imagine. You got jalapeno. You got all kinds of flavors. You guys don't have those where you're at, but man, and I can tell you the story about Tortino's.
Oh,
They
that's
closed down
weird.
the store, and then my family put up the money to buy him into a business so he could make shells. And over the last, wow, how many years now? 40 years. He's built this huge business. So I know a whole bunch about shells because we always get shells for free.
Well, I
You
lost
gotta,
the lid to my
you gotta
vacuum.
dip it and add
Come on.
Oh,
fried cheesecake.
wow.
Sounds good.
By now,
Nana
you guys
Stacks.
know how many dogs I got, so I got to pay attention.
Nana Stacks just said fried cheesecake is the bomb. That sounds delicious.
I can see
Fried
that.
cheesecake. Wow.
Oh man.
Take my money.
Well, is it cheesecake or cheese pie?
I knew you were
Oh,
gonna, I
no.
knew you were going to say that.
Here
I
we
knew
go
it. I knew it.
again.
I knew it. I
Depends
know.
on where you
I
live.
know.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying there's a difference. That's all I'm saying.
There's a cake.
Here we go again, Ida.
I hear you. I
It's
hear
just
you.
we all live in different places, and there's semantics to everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a different way of saying the same thing about something. Come on.
Well,
this is
yeah,
just
but
something
they're
This
just
is just something
wrong.
that I came up with, literally I quite literally thought about that at Tulsa. And of course I had to bring it up to Miss Ida and have an argument with her about it.
Listen, and I was the sweet lady that gave you the pie.
That is actually correct. That pecan pie. And then even though I wanted to stop eating it and I ate like half of it, and then I kept saying, please leave it away from me, and then you come put it on my back table.
You finish it
Now,
off.
did you
No, I
see
didn't.
me do that?
I know either you did it or you instructed someone to do it. It was you or Angel.
What did you see either one of us do that?
I did not see it.
Okay, well then what's the deal?
It didn't just magically appear.
Yes, dude.
Well,
But it was magically delicious.
there you go. It was magically delicious.
I ended up throwing that in the trash, right?
You did
Don't-
not.
Yeah, don't tell Shar.
You did not.
I saw him do it.
If I would not have thrown it in the trash, I would have eaten the whole thing. I know how I work. I know how my eyes work. I know how my stomach works. It would have all been gone.
Well, I'm very unhappy that you did not eat it all.
I ate
Look at
half of
all
it.
these people that. That's what my mom used to say. Look at all these people that don't have food, and you
Yeah,
waste it,
here I
throw it
am
away.
starving.
Yeah.
Yeah, go out and share it. You're gonna throw it away. Share it.
They wouldn't have wanted it at that point. At that point, I was already picking all the pecans off and everything.
Oh,
Oh, you never know.
yeah, you're a food picker. I saw you pick some of Miss Seeker's uh, nachos.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to the barbecue place.
Oh yeah. Well, those were really good though.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta try that. So they put wait, how do they do that? What do they put on there?
I don't know, stuff that was delicious.
Yeah,
Meat,
that it
cheese,
was.
barbecue sauce, and sour cream and some other stuff.
Yeah.
These stuff, I'll tell you that right now, was very yummy.
The ribs were
This
delicioso.
looked yummy. Come on,
Next year,
Poppy.
I'm
You're
getting my brownie
Daisy.
cookies.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Seeker said next year she's going to bring her brownie cookies.
Good morning, Papa York.
we used to
Stephen
buy
Ray. Good mornings.
pecan pies straight from Bama here. So good, fresh.
My wife makes these absolutely delicious,
Daisy
especially when they're
Coleman.
warm
Good
brownie
morning.
cookies, and you just put like a scoop of ice cream on top of them, and they're baller. It's a really good way to get diabetes, but you know.
Not a good
Sounds
thing.
delicious.
Sounds yummy though.
Yeah, they are.
You know,
Brownie cookies.
did you hear me say that I picked 10 gallons of
Yeah.
tomatoes from my garden yesterday?
Dude, I saw. Oh, I love tomatoes. Oh man, I can eat a tomato like an apple with just a little bit of salt. Like,
Yeah.
just so
Well,
good.
these were as big as saucers. Oh my
Mm.
gosh, they're good. So I
It's
had for
crazy
supper.
because my wife hates tomatoes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
Yay,
understand.
more for you.
Who could ever hate a tomato? They're awesome.
I always have to sneak tomatoes into her like sodas and stuff.
Do not quit it.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know how anybody cannot like tomatoes, but then a lot of people don't know how I cannot like fish, so I can.
Well, she doesn't like fish either, so
Well, I
Oh,
used to
woman after my own heart.
I just don't have
What do
it.
you eat then? Come on. It's
man, I
not
would
Oh
love
yeah,
to
we
have.
had corn
work.
too. I had corn. I had corn the other night. I had fresh corn and oh my goodness, we had fresh corn. And all this is from the garden. Fresh corn, peas, zipper cream peas from the garden, onions, and tomatoes, all from the garden. Then, um, and then what else did we have? Oh, I fried chicken to go with it. It
Miss Ida,
was so good.
how can
What?
you tell me that you don't like fish? Like, how can you say that this doesn't sound wonderful? Imagine a scenario where you wake up at 2 a.m, you're on the lake by 3, you catch a bunch of catfish, you get home by 2, you clean them, you deep fry them, you have some cornbread, and just
I don't like cornbread either.
some hush puppies, maybe
I
some
don't like
slaw on
cornbread.
the side. Tell me that's not amazing.
No, no, the first part with the getting up early, going fishing, I would love that. Love that. But as far as I'm concerned, you can throw them back in the water.
Yep.
I just
So
want to
me and
catch them.
Ida agree on that one. I don't like fish.
No, but I don't like cornbread either. So
And
Yeah.
neither do I.
Mrs. Seeker doesn't like cornbread either.
She could be my sister.
She doesn't like sweet tea either. No.
I don't. I like.
Oh, my wife
I
loves
like
sweet tea.
sweet.
My darling.
He said, "Are you sure you're from the South, Miss Ida?"
Hey, listen, I think
Sweet tea, I'll be damned. Danged.
I think tea is a vile substance that people should be used to punish others with.
That's one of the major food groups.
Tea,
Tea.
vomit. All it is boiled leaf. Who wants to drink boiled leaf juice?
Yeah, no,
Well,
I don't think.
as long as it's unsweet, I don't care. I don't like it when you put. I don't like it.
Listen, if there aren't artificial chemicals and preservatives in my drink, I don't want it. All right. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness! And now we know the rest of the story, right?
That's right.
I'm kidding, of course.
I know who that comes from.
Well, you know the thing is, Seeker, if you don't like tea at all, then the sweet tea thing would be, you wouldn't even count. But I love coffee. I love tea. I don't like sweet coffee. I don't like cream in my coffee. I don't want anything in my tea except tea. I don't want peach tea or any other kind of tea. I just want plain, everyday tea,
Well, I once accidentally took a drink of my wife's. Tea, and I almost died.
Yeah.
She's over here laughing now.
That's how I feel when I go somewhere and order tea and they give me sweet tea and I don't want sweet tea, of course. Oh, makes me want to throw up.
It's disgusting. Ugh.
It is not. It's not a good thing.
And I don't like coffee either, just so you know, because you brought up coffee. That's just boiled bean juice.
What do you drink for breakfast? Do you drink anything good for breakfast?
Well, I like water and juices like orange juice, apple juice. I like cranberry juice. I like milk. But
I don't like milk. But I do like juices. I have a glass of orange juice every morning. I do like juices.
Vitamin C, y'all.
Good morning, Keith.
Good morning. Oh, I didn't even realize I was up. I thought I was still waiting. Good morning.
Too bad we said something. Maybe we could have caught him picking his nose.
Hey, isn't that the dude from that movie Playroom? Back in the day? Like
no,
30 years
this is
ago?
Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, which is also the dude in the Playroom.
Oh, I don't know.
I know he is from Adam Sandler movies.
In this shot, he is Shooter McGavin. That's literally where he has that weird face when Adam Sandler accuses him of eating shit for breakfast.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning, everybody.
I liked your other profile better.
Good morning.
Well, yeah, but that's on my laptop.
Oh.
Or I'm on my laptop now, I mean.
Oh, okay.
I'm just here, man.
Here, edit avatar.
Just a guy.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to start.
If I ever get around to cleaning this shop, I might just buy another computer for it. This is pretty old. I don't even know how old it is. It's one of those tower things.
Is it as old as me?
Not quite that old.
Pretty close, though, isn't it?
Well, I didn't say that.
I don't even think they had home computers when I was born. Would they come around in the 80s?
Yeah.
About 83, wasn't it?
I remember one of my brothers bought a computer back in the 80s when they first come out. It had the matrix dot printer and DOS where you had to sit there and hit the commands and everything. He paid like $5,000-6,000 for it.
Oh man,
I love DOS.
In '91, he sold to me for $100.
I remember when I graduated
It was
in
like 84 he bought it.
1990, I graduated. They started teaching the kids computer the year after I graduated.
They had computer class when I was in high school, and I'm like, I'm not taking that class. I'll take typewriting instead.
Yeah.
Boy, did I mess up, right?
Oh, big time, brother.
That's what 85. I think we got introduced to
You know,
that.
there's a lot of libraries that actually offer free computer lessons. There's a lot of
Is there?
libraries.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chief Stacker, welcome in.
Good
Hey,
morning,
Chief.
Chief.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good
Hi, Chief.
morning, Chief.
Don't see Chief Stacker in here very often. Right
No,
on.
not anymore.
You know, we all have lives. I mean, some of us get busy, and some of us try to make YouTube somewhat our lives.
Well, I've always said that to people. Always said that. We all have lives. We got other
Yeah,
things.
and that's
Right?
why people come and
Can't
go
be
on
here every
YouTube.
second.
No doubt about it.
You got to pay attention to the dogs. You got to take out the trash. You got to get the trash can out. I got to go do the dishes. Got to
Hey,
do some
Bellas.
laundry. What you
Good
got,
morning,
Lois?
Lola.
Good morning, Lola, Sterling, and everybody else here.
Silver
Oh,
Seeker, I like that much better, except it should be silver.
Oh my
Silver
goodness.
Seeker. Come on, you're silver. We don't think of you
Seeker,
as
I got a serious question for you, Seeker.
What's the thug?
uh-oh.
I mean, it's pretty important, and I'm not sure if you can answer it properly or not, but I'm going to give it a whirl. You're probably going to say no, but are you
Uh-oh.
ready for it?
Sure.
You should say yes, but you're probably going to say no. Did
Uh-oh.
Okay.
you sitting on your hands yet?
No.
Did you ever buy your Cybertruck yet?
No. Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
gosh.
No.
Okay, I'm just
Going.
keeping updated.
Not going to
Do
buy it.
you, do you have
He
any
says that now.
intentions? He doesn't have any intentions of buying one.
Let him take a couple more courtesy rides, so to speak, test drives, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, well, I've done everything I
They're
could think
nice.
about. I've saved him tons of money on it. It's probably about half price all the money I've saved him on
Oh
it.
yeah.
And he knows that, but he's still ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring anybody.
Oh, no.
Even Mrs. Seeker is saying, get it. What the heck?
Yeah, she's saying get it so I can get one too.
Enjoy life.
No. I like my car. I just dropped wow. Look at all the words that don't work. I just dropped it off at the other shop this morning to finally get the windshield replaced.
You
Yeah.
dropped it off because it's broke.
The windshield.
Definitely need to get a new one. You don't want a replacement window in your vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get a Cybertruck and call it good.
Sure. Just go out and buy $100,000 vehicle because the only one I'd be happy in is a Cyber Beast, and that's the expensive one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought they were like 70 or 80, but yeah.
Where you can get one for under 70 if you don't want the Beast, but if I got something that wasn't the Beast, then I would be upset.
You know,
And tell
that's
me
really
again what
funny.
the difference was. What's the difference again?
Speed.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
speed.
That's really funny about cars. I was on the way in to work today, and I'm talking to someone next to me, and I say, you know, used to be I'd buy whatever car I could afford. I said, now I can't afford cars, but you know what? I won't buy a car that doesn't fit me. I just won't do it no more.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's some cars out there, I don't know, they look weird. They're like, that is not the car that you would expect to see me in, or I would expect to see me in. And I'm like, I said, I'll walk before I buy a car that just doesn't suit my personality.
Man. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if y'all want to chip in some money, just let me know. Need
You
about
won't be seeing me drive around in like a Pinto or an Escort or nothing like that, is what I'm saying.
I
old
got a
Escort.
question. What's
What's
the
that?
cheapest vehicle you ever
I'm
bought?
tipping him $1 for his Cybertruck.
The cheapest? Who said that?
I said it.
What'd you say?
What's the cheapest vehicle you've ever bought? That you can drive on the road?
1977 Malibu in 83. I paid $50 for it. And it
Okay.
kept it for like a year.
It's a good $50.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
I
then
didn't
the
know that.
transmission went out on it. And I couldn't get, well, I couldn't. My brother in law, Jack, my sister's wife, our sister's husband, my words aren't working either. The transmission went out, and we tried everything to get the bolts loose to drop the transmission that I had bought from the junkyard for more than I paid for the car. I paid $75 for the transmission. And so we were going to replace the transmission. I was going to drive it some more. Couldn't get it off, so we just sent it to the junkyard. And guess what? I got $50 for it. So I was only out the 75 I paid for the transmission.
I'm still amazed at a $75 transmission.
Yeah.
Man, that was back in the day where you go to the junkyard buy tires for $2 and $3.
Wow.
Oh, we'd just go buy them right from the, all the time. I knew the junkyard. It was Louis and Dean's. Come on.
Someone, Papa York beat me. He said he got a 66 Comet for $40 in 76.
Wow.
But see, that's the thing. In the early 80s and 70s, I mean, when you sent the car to the junkyard, most of the time you only got $20-$25 for the whole car.
I got you,
Cars weren't
Albie.
expensive then.
I got a Chevrolet. I don't know what kind it was, but it was a used Chevrolet, and I got it for free.
I think when I started working in the early 80s, minimum wage had just went up. Or no, it was going up from 185 to 205 or 215, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, it goes to show you the difference in everything.
You know that minimum wage is different in all different states, right?
Yeah, but I also remember going grocery shopping with my mom. She got like 3, those big brown grocery bags?
Yeah.
3 big brown grocery bags. She about keeled over in her boots when she had to pay $18 for all 3 of them.
Wow.
And now you can't even get one brown grocery bag full of stuff for $50.
Yeah.
I mean, she got meat, brown swagger, bread, milk, all of it. When things were reasonable.
I mean, every time I go to the grocery store, everything's a little higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad.
I'll tell you what, if my grocery bill was only $18, I'd be buying a Cybertruck.
Yeah. But then the Cybertruck wouldn't be $100,000. It'd probably be more like 35, 40, if
Right.
that.
Do you think we could put your kids on a diet?
No.
Lady Bluegrass got an Audi for $200 and drove it for 3 years in the early 80s.
That's awesome.
I know, right? I don't like the name Audi. It just doesn't sound good to me.
Well, Muscle Show brought up a good topic asking this.
I like any a little bit better.
Like what?
Some people have Audis, some people have Innies.
Oh, okay. I get it now. It was a joke.
Did you draw your picture, honey?
You can tell he's a dad with those kind of jokes.
Come on. Wonder how long before they have personal flying Teslas. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd want a flying car.
Yeah, they're still working on airspace on those.
I wouldn't want one.
You know why I wouldn't want a flying car? Because even if I, I'm not saying I would, but even if I would trust the technology, I wouldn't trust the other people.
Wait a minute. You're probably going to be the only one that has one, so come on.
I wouldn't want a flying car because as I get older, I get more and more, I guess you could say scared. I don't know if that's the right word, of heights. I'm fearful. I can watch a movie and they'll have a shot going down. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
So you get like bad vertigo?
It must be, but it just gives me the heebies anymore.
So we got a car at $40, a car at $50, a car at $200.
Bye, Shirley. Have a good day.
My first car was $1,000 exactly, but I mean that was in '97.
Oh, that was my first car too. I forgot to say it was. Or no, it wasn't. Nope, Impala was 74 Impala. That was like my second or third car.
What's your
Mine was
favorite car of all times that you've driven, that you had, that you owned?
me
All of you.
that I've owned.
Yeah. Of course,
Well,
yours is a Tesla.
Tesla Model 3. It's not even close.
Mustang convertible.
66 Mustang.
Mine was a 12.
Love you.
Okay.
My favorite was the 68 Dodge Charger.
Oh, that's nice.
That was a cool car. Had
Come
a big
on.
old 4-something motor in it.
Did you have the posi track or not on the
Are you
Charger?
kidding? You're asking me that?
Oh,
I don't even know what those things are called that I have the red lids on my wheels.
I didn't own it, but a buddy of mine owns a completely restored, beautiful 1972 Plymouth Duster. That car is fun to get in.
Robert Pintoff made a comment, and I forgot about this. There was a time when junk cars required a $50 to $100 to take your car to recycling. Yeah, if you had to recycle your car, there was a point, I think it was in the 70s, where you had to pay to junk it instead of them paying you.
You had to pay? Really?
Yeah, and that's why a lot of these old timers, you'll see these old cars, they didn't want to pay to get rid of them. They just leave them on the property. Yeah, I think you had to pay.
Just a second.
That's why they just parked them in the back pasture, huh?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I believe that was the case. I got to get this Angels coming.
You gotta go check the coins email.
Okay. Yeah, we got to get out here. It's after 9.
Yeah, I got work to do. It was fun.
What was Wendy? By the way, I wanted to speak to Wendy because she said Cape Cod. She doesn't like seafood.
Love you, Ida.
Love y'all.
Love you,
I know
Mama
when
T.
we overeat something,
Love you, Angel.
it doesn't
Love you
feel
guys.
so much good.
Love you, Victoria, Mama T, Monster Show, Grace Scott, Ida,
Bye, all
Secret.
you guys.
Love you guys too. You guys take care, everybody.
Take care of each
Love
other.
y'all. Guys in
Hey,
chat,
Nimbo's not blue.
Denmo, we have to fix you up here before we go. There you go. Okay. Thank you for coming in. Guys, have a great day. Don't get into any trouble that we cannot get you out of. Be safe. And I'll see you all here tomorrow. Love you so much. Bye, guys.
Awesome.